Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather. It's your Chelsea Godfather reporting back to duty. Welcome to the aftermath show after Chelsea earned a well-deserved 1-1 draw, a hard-fought 1-1 draw away at the Etihad against Manchester City yesterday. And you would think, right? You would think that Chelsea fans are going to be so happy and over the moon for at least getting a draw away at Etihad. Let's be honest, to a man, nobody, and ironically, including those who have opened their mouth and to criticize uh, Pochettino just I won't even say hours, even minutes after the game, you had tweets out there from a popular Chelsea fan accounts criticizing Pochettino, tactics, calling his tactics cowardly, which is rubbish. It's nonsense. I mean, they're type of nonsense. The type of nonsense that we read these days and that we hear these days from some of our Chelsea fans is just mind-boggling, guys. This doesn't make any sense, man. I'm like, I know that we're out here trying to, at least, those of y'all, I mean, for me, this is just a hobby, right? I do it out of nothing but pure unadulterated 100% love and passion for, Chelsea FC. This YouTube thing doesn't put $1. In fact, I'm not even monetized yet, so I don't really give a crap if I only have 1 view or 5 views or 10 views, which is what I normally get. If I get over 100 views, then that means my video has gone, viral. But my point being that, guy, I'm just here because I want to see Chelsea win again, right? Win like we've been winning for over the last 20 years under Roman. I know that's what everybody wants, but at some point in time, we have to engage our brain cells and, just disengage from that, auto criticism mode of, Chelsea, where you're just waiting, almost praying for bad things to happen so we can run as fast as we can, even faster than Usain Bolt. We just run to our keyboards to just type up some crap about how Pochettino's tactics is rubbish. Is his subs are cowardly. He how he should have brought in Madueke or Modric as opposed to bringing in Cassidy and Trevor. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let's just go over the considerations so that we can see the folly in all these crazy tweets and YouTube videos out there that have been criticizing Pochettino. Okay, first of all, whereas Pep only had 2 players out due to injuries, right? Pochettino had 9 players out, 9 players, and if you look at all those 9 players are good players. All the 9 players out are good players. I mean, we're not talking about like tiny, like players that can play. These are promising players or experienced players. They're fairly experienced, like useful, talented players. Let me put it. They're all talented players. They're all talented players that could have helped us win that game. At least if we had half of those guys available, we might have just gone ahead and just seen the game out in a professional, manner, and without Petrovic being under as much pressure as he was in the second half. Obviously, in the first half, our legs were fresh. And Petrovic was not under any pressure in the first half. Same tactics. This tactics it's not 4-man back, 5-man back. It's pretty much the same tactics because in the first half, um, Cole, Palmer was pretty much almost playing in a position where you would normally find a right wing back. That's how he was on the sideline, and most of the time he was marking Doku in the first half. And we're not talking about second half after when we came out and we're quote unquote trying to hold on to one goal. This is from the opening whistle. Before we scored, guys, that's the tactics. There wasn't any kind of drastic change. The only drastic change in the tactics is that he just changed the personnel to basically make no disguise in terms of what the tactics was. When he changed the personnel, then obviously those of you that couldn't see then saw that we actually had 5 players defending when we were off the ball, and in our half we were defending with 5 players, and the 5th player was always Cole Palmer. He was defending, and all you had to do was look on the left side, and where you would you rarely saw Raheem Sterling rarely came down to help out Chilwell, right? The reason being because once Palmer takes that 5th role, then you don't need the other winger to come down. Right, and so in effect, you have a 5-man back line. That's effectively what we had from the opening whistle. That's just the reality. But it didn't look that way because of the personnel that we had on the field. People thought it was a flat 4-4-2, and it really wasn't. You just have to just kind of watch the game in a critical way, right? So we had injuries, and so when you don't have injuries, you're not going to be able to make the subs, the fresh quality subs, the proper subs that you need the preferred subs that you want to make to keep your tactics going. Then number 2 was we missed a lot of chances. The tactics worked perfectly. Again, as I mentioned, it's a save. We defended with 5 at the back. But with Cole Palmer as the most as the if you want to call him a right wing back, he didn't play right wing back in front, but he was playing almost as a pseudo right wing back, and so that gave us an extra player to help defensively. And when we won the ball, we were able to hit them on the counter attack. And when we had the counters in the first half, that's where we should have won this game, because City is going to keep coming for 90 minutes. They're not going to relent. And so when you're playing this kind of team, you need to take your chances. There's nothing nothing more Pochettino could have done. Once he put the players in the right position to make the play, the players have to execute and make the play, right? But Jackson and even Raheem, both of them missed sitters before Raheem scored. So rather than us being 1 or being 2 or even 3 up at halftime, we were only 1 up at halftime. Second half we came out in the same shape. Nothing changed. It wasn't it was the same shape. It's just that we played deeper. We played a little more defensively in the second half because we had something to hold on to. It's normal. That's just the way the game goes, right? It's just the way it goes. And but again, when you're playing defensively, your legs are going to begin to wear out over time, and that's just because you're chasing the ball, right? Because the ball always moves faster than the legs, so they're the ones knocking the ball around. Now we have to basically chase it, and so our legs were basically wearing down, and that's where the subs had to come in. But prior to the subs coming in, we had a chance to make it 2-0, and we didn't score. In the second half, we had a chance to make it 2-0. Raheem's shot was saved, right? And let's presume that it wouldn't have been offsides if everything was good on the offsides, on the onside call, because the flag was down. Then guys, we should have made it 2-0. If I made it 2-0 there, then that would have been enough. The way the game had been set up, had we made it 2-0 at that time, we would have won that game. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure that we would have won the game, because then, in the City would have just had to throw caution to win, and we probably would have scored a third goal. Okay, and then Pochettino would have been hailed as the greatest tactician in football. But now he's being called a coward. But anyway, let's move on. So again, the other thing that I wanted to mention is the subs that Pochettino made are subs that we have seen other managers make at Chelsea. We've seen Jose bring John Mikel Obi. He brought him on as early as the 60th minute on multiple occasions when Jose came back for his second merry-go-round at Chelsea, and he won title, I believe, in 2014, 2015, I believe Jose won a title. And in that season, Mikel, started some games, but he came off the bench most of the games. And he would bring him off the bench around the 60th minute when we are winning the game, and to hold on to the 1-0 lead. And everybody clapped, and we won the league. And Jose was hailed as a tactician. Guys, Jose would have made the exact same move. He probably would have done it much earlier than Pochettino. So there's nothing wrong with his sub. Conte would have done the same sub, and Conte won a league title at Chelsea. So I mean, there you have it. Then the last thing that we need to keep in mind is, last but not least, I mean, I know you all don't have amnesia, because it's only just last season that Chelsea played City 4 times, at least 4, if not 5. But I know it's at least 4 times. We went against City 4 times last season, and we got destroyed all 4 times. We didn't even come close to scoring one. We didn't score any goal, and we barely came close to scoring any goal. We didn't threaten. We were out of the game once from the opening whistle. The game was over. We're not competitive against City last season. Now this season, with a largely inexperienced team, our average age was like 22 or 23 years old. Brand new manager who's only been on job for about 6 months, right? 6 to 7 months. And what he's done is he scored 5 goals against City, 2 draws and no loss. Guys, I don't know. I mean, that looks like some sign of progress. Yes, we're still in 10th place and we're all in pain. I am in pain too. But you have to, while you're in pain, sometimes you have to look for the little signs of progress, because that's how you get better. Is the little progress that you make, you hold on to it and you add little more progress on top of that, and that's how we climb ourselves out of the hole. Guys, we're all in this thing together as Chelsea brothers and sisters. So please, let's all hands on deck. Let's keep all of our hands on deck. It's all love. Please, and just keep on. We all want the same thing for Chelsea to do better and to get back to winning ways and lifted trophies, both in England and in Europe. That's all I have. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video. Take care, and God bless you all. Peace.